Stop sign. So we're not interested in having a conversation right now. Is that okay with you?
No, it's not okay with me.
Well,
So they sprayed you with pepper spray?
Yes.
Do you have ID?
how's it going, guys? Amagansett Press. And we are coming to you today from Ann Arbor, Michigan. We are at the local USPS here in Ann Arbor, and we're just going to pay a little visit on these folks here today and find out if they honor and respect our right to take video and photographs in public and from publicly accessible areas of public places. I am out with Watching the Watchman today, and let me just give you a little view of the neighborhood here where we are before we get started. And while I'm doing that, time and temperature check. Today is Saturday, July 2nd. It is 3:14 in the afternoon, and it is 81 degrees, sunny, breezy, and beautiful in Ann Arbor, Michigan. As always, I hope you all are out there doing something you love with some people you can tolerate. And if there's no sunshine where you are, hope you're making some of your own. Should be an interesting one here today. First time in Ann Arbor, so stand by. Hey, making out there, Watchman. What's happening? Ann Arbor. Pretty cool. Heard about Ann Arbor my whole life. Never thought I'd be here. So let's check it out. For those of you who follow our channels know how it goes. And those of you who don't, we are going to take a look around the property on the outside. Get a sense of what's going on here outside. We'll take a look at the back by where the loading docks are. Take a look at the public parking areas. Then we'll see what kind of signage we have on the entrance doors. And then at some point we will be going in to buy a stamp. So we'll be taking you inside for a tour of the post office. Yeah, so not sure what to expect here in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is very close to Detroit. I believe it's the Detroit metro area. And it's one of the wealthier neighborhoods in the area. So not sure what kind of response we're going to get here today, but we are, all, as usual, going to be respectful and courteous, but stand firm in establishing and exercising our rights. So we'll see how it goes. It's a really cool post office, some interesting architecture, so make sure you stick around to see the inside. I gotta say, it's looking pretty neat and clean and well maintained for a post office. If you ever notice, next time you're at your local post office, take a look at how they're keeping the property up. A lot of post offices have issues with cutting the grass and picking up garbage and that kind of stuff, but so far this one looks pretty good. And you know, it may sound insignificant to you, but it matters. It really does. You know, got to keep up appearances here. People are paying a lot of money to have this building here and providing service. So here's the back gate, and I see no signage whatsoever. So gates wide open and no signage saying we can't go in is an invitation to me to go in the back. Okay. And that's what we usually do. And just so you guys know, we always respect proper signage and restricted areas. But if this is not listed as a restricted area, I mean, I can assume that this is the back parking lot where the employees are, or I can assume this is an overflow parking lot and they have it open for customers to park back here. I don't know. See, so for example, you have a post office, a parking lot back here, which obviously has postal vehicles in it. And that area in the back there appears to be employee parking and postal vehicle parking, but the rest of this is not clearly marked, so I'm not sure. There are some signs along the fence there where Watchman is, and one of them says reserved parking for maintenance and reserved parking for station manager, so those spots are marked, but none of these are. And as you guys know, we're not looking to vandalize the place or create any problems or commit any crimes back here. But if it's not a restricted area, I think all the American citizens that pay for this facility and the services provided here should be able to come by, stop by, and just take a look at it and see what's going on and inspect their property. our property. All right, and then here's the gate to this area, this back area of the post office from the other side of the building. So here's a stop sign, which is obviously a traffic sign, which is telling vehicles to stop, nothing to do with pedestrians. And then the gate is open so you can't see this sign, but here it is. Says nothing about not going back there. And this is important to know. When you are in a restricted or quote-unquote non-public area of the post office, you are bound by 39 CFR Part 232.1 B2, which means they can search your vehicle. Stop sign! Wow, glad I wasn't walking around the corner when he came flying through there. See, now a sign like that is directing him to stop, so he should follow that sign. They'll come out and hold us to signs that don't exist, but the ones that do here for the postal workers don't seem to be enforced. And don't forget that stop sign next time you come in. And the appropriate answer from the mail delivery person would be, oh, thank you for reminding me. But that's not the answer you'd get. All right, so here's the front area, customer parking. This is entrance only, so don't go out this way. So let's see what kind of signage we have on the doors here. Nothing on the outside doors. And the inside doors have lobby and mail pickup hours, box mail hours, and passport service hours. So some pretty minimal signage here at this post office. Hello.
Take a picture with you guys? If not, I understand.
I'm sorry?
Can I take a picture with you?
I'm kind of in the middle of something.
No
Yeah.
problem, man. I've seen your videos before. I like what you guys do.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. Protecting your son, always. Have a good one, man.
Thank you, man. So you know I'm always up for a meet and greet with a supporter, but guy wanted to know if he could take a picture with us. We just got here, and you know, that'll totally blow up what we're doing. He's yelling across the parking lot, probably going to say some things to clue people in, and we like to let these things happen organically. I don't want to give myself up. I don't want to create suspicion. We don't want to do anything to influence what happens here, so you know, would have loved to say hello and shake hands and thank him for the support, and we sincerely do. Just caught me at a bad minute. Where are you going? Oh, I was just going to say something. I just don't want to blow my cover, man. We just got here.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Thank
No,
you.
I've seen your guys' video.
Appreciate you, brother.
I like how to protect him.
Thank you, man. I wish I had more time to talk to you.
Yep.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. You guys have a good one. Sorry, I don't want to get you guys. I don't want to get you guys wet.
See, now that's what you get. Now this lady's stopping to see what's going on, and that's what happens. So I did that just to prove a point. So this is the same lady that just went around a minute ago. She's coming back around again. And you have to realize a lot of times what the authorities will use against you in situations such as this is the fact that you're creating a disturbance or giving customers a hard time and all kinds of nonsense like that. So
I'm not going to sit here answering questions. You just interrupted me in the middle of my video. Now you want to ask me what I'm doing?
What are you photographing, boys?
did he express to you? We're in the middle of taking audio and video. So we're not interested in having a conversation right now. Is that okay with you?
No, it's not okay with me.
It's not okay with you that I'm not interested in having a conversation with you? You're going to force me to? You better take that mask off, a little oxygen into the brain there. I don't know what's going on. You feeling okay? Whoa, what the fuck? What are you, out of your fucking mind, lady?
Whoa, what the fuck? What are you, out of your fucking mind, lady?
Whoa, what the fuck? What are you, out of your fucking mind, lady?
Yeah, I'm out of my fucking
What are you gonna
mind.
do?
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna hit me with your car?
Are you out of your mind?
Are you serious?
Do you have any idea that you can't sit there and take photos on federal property?
Why don't you go call the cops?
Without giving...
Why don't you go call the cops and I'll show them the video of you trying to hit me with your car and we'll get you arrested. How about that, smart ass? How about that? Back away from me. I'm telling you right now, stop walking up to me.
Back away from you?
Yes.
Hey, get in your car.
Back away from me. Get in your car. Listen to him and get in your car and go home.
What they're doing is constitutionally protected. Get in your car and leave. I almost saw you hit him with your car.
I don't take orders from schmoes like you boys.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to take orders from you and answer your stupid
have no
fucking
idea
questions.
who
Get in
you
your car
are.
and get out of here.
You cannot photograph people.
I'm doing it right now. What are you going to do
You are
about
in
it?
Public.
What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
What are you going to do about it? Stupid mistake, lady. You don't assault people out in public. Bad move. You gonna stick around and be a witness, buddy?
Yep, no problem.
Awesome. Appreciate you. We got witnesses, lady. If I was you, I'd get in your car and go home before you dig yourself. I'm going to have you arrested for trying to hit me with your car. So if I was you, I would just leave. I'm going to give you that chance because I'm not going to call the cops on you. You want to call them? I welcome you to. You got to be out of your mind. Try to hit me with her car and then gets out of her car and tries to assault me. Michigan EKC 1371.
Hey, you know what? I can show you my driver's license. too,
Lady, I don't want anything
motherfucker.
from you. I want you to get away from me.
I want you to stop photographing people.
Not gonna
without
happen.
them signing a disclaimer.
Not
saying
gonna
it's
happen.
all right.
Not gonna happen. Get in your car and go home. You made a mess out of yourself. Before you make it worse, get in your car and go home.
I don't take orders from schmucks like you.
I don't take orders from people like you either. You made a mistake here today. Just go home, lick your wounds, and feel better about yourself. You made a mistake.
What is it you're photographing, fellas?
None of your business. You made a mistake.
What are you photographing on federal property, fellows?
None of your business. You made a mistake. I would get in my car and go home if I was you. If you call 911 and the cops get here, I'm having you arrested. I promise you. We have you on 3 cameras, and I have a witness. I don't want to press charges against you. I want you to go home and think about the stupidity you just pulled and don't do it again.
Hi. I'm calling from the post office on Green Road in Ann Arbor. There's 2 guys here with cameras standing outside the door of the post office, filming people as they come out. And I stopped to ask them what they were taking photos of because I do not wish to have my likeness on somebody else's camera without knowing the reason for it. They're on federal property and they're being rather obnoxious and just shot me in the face with their whatever silly pepper spray kind of thing it was. So I would like the police to come.
Wait. So they sprayed you with pepper spray?
Yes.
Okay, can you just feel it?
I don't.
But so can you see, or what do you think of it? Because pepper spray will hurt your eyes.
Let me ask them.
Yes, hi. I'm at the Ann Arbor post office on Green Road, and I just had a woman try to run me over with her
right
car
here.
and then get out of her car and assault me. And I would like the police officer to come down, please.
I know, this is
My name is
going
Jason
down.
Brown.
What do the subjects look like? Are they white, black, Hispanic,
Yes, sir.
Asian?
White. One's got a Zestafa
she
Arms
is
USA
driving a
t-shirt on. The other one's just got a white t-shirt on and a tan hat. They clearly have an agenda that I don't understand, but I really.
She's sitting in the vehicle calling 911 herself as well. I have this whole incident on 2 cameras. To fill the officers in when they get here, so I'd like to file a report against this woman. She tried to assault me. Yes, she got out of her car. She was coming up to me. Sir, I'm going to speak to the police officer when he gets here then, okay? I don't know what I don't know what your definition of assault is, sir, so I'd like to discuss it with the officer when they get here. Nobody laid hands on each other, no, sir. Nope. She's a white female, probably about 60 years old. Any weapons? I didn't see any, no. And I don't have any on me either. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So we have this guy down here who was in the Escalade, the one that we said hello to earlier, actually came back around for some reason and pulled back in and witnessed the whole thing.
Oh, it's him? It's the guy who would recognize
It's the same guy, yeah. So he just called 911 and reported it himself, and he's going to stick around and wait for the police to get here so he could tell them what happened as well. And if this lady, the police get here, I'm explaining what happened, and I'm going to press charges against her if the police are willing to accept charges, for sure. I literally had to jump out of the way. She was coming right at. I never thought in a million years she would do that. And her whole reasoning is, listen to this carefully, folks. The reasoning behind what she did is because I need permission to take people, and I can't take pictures of people, and I can't take pictures on federal property. That's her thought process. And you guys that watch our channels know I happily pass up on opportunities to spray people. I've been put in that situation numerous times, and I never do it. And I get a lot of grief in the comments for not defending myself, quote unquote, and pepper spraying somebody. But in this case, I didn't know what she was going to do, and I didn't want it to get any worse for her. You know, if she grabbed me, then at that point, then what do I do? Then I have to get physical with her? So the whole point of pepper spray is to stop that, and it worked. And anybody watching this, think about what you just saw, and really think about the way you behave out in public, because you know, there's consequences to your actions. I'm going to go over here to stay away from her. So we're just going to stay back. I'm just going to zoom out so you can see how far away we are till the police get here. I don't need round 2 with her. So we're all the way across the lane for the drop-off drive-through. This woman just put herself in this entire situation because a couple of guys were at the post office taking pictures. Think about that. And I tried to give her a chance to just get her thoughts together and leave. The watchman and I don't call the police. it really doesn't matter what happens. We don't call the police. I've never in my personal life called the police. When I was managing a hotel, there were a couple of times incidents with guests, whatever was going on, that I did have to call the police at work. But in my personal life, I have never called the police. Been with my wife, married to my wife for 28 years, been together for 38 years, never called the cops on each other, never called the cops on anybody, anywhere, because I don't do that. And I gave her an opportunity, as you heard, to leave. And I told her if she just got her thoughts together, left and went home and licked her wounds and thought about what she did, I wasn't going to call the cops on her. But I promised her that if she did call the police, that I would press charges against her. So now that's the situation we're in, unfortunately. Not where I wanted this one to wind up. You guys know how we roll. I was hoping to show up here, have some good interactions with some people, go inside, buy a stamp, and even get some good reactions out of the employees here. We'll see how the police in Ann Arbor handle this kind of thing. Stand by. So we have vehicle number 42 and vehicle number 35 of the Ann Arbor Police Department.
You requested an ambulance?
No, I didn't request an ambulance. I called up and dialed
I'll be
911.
right with you. We got someone that needs an ambulance.
All right, well, I'm a complainant as well.
Okay, well, an ambulance requires...
Yes, ma'am, I understand. She's the woman sitting in the black car right there on the left. Over here, ma'am. Next to the red car. She needs an ambulance. Unbelievable.
Put somebody else in an ambulance.
Yeah, I almost needed an ambulance. So the second officer went inside the post office for some reason to speak to the folks inside the post office, I'm assuming. And I guess we'll find out in a minute. And sounds like we have more on the way. So we have an EMT. So I think the officer's going, she's either going to speak to the EMTs or going to speak to our witness. It looks like she's going to speak to our witness over there. There's another police vehicle pulling in.
I'm good. This is the witness. They're over there and she's over there.
All right, so this is vehicle number 50, says command, so we have a sergeant here. Good. Excellent.
My name's Jennifer. I'm going to take this away from your face.
She's claiming she's having problems breathing.
I'm Jennifer.
Yeah, I would have been having problems breathing if I got ran over by a car. Yeah, because what was her intention in trying to run me over with the car? Just to give me a warning? I think she's in deep shit, and I'm sorry about that. I really am. I would have preferred that she just would have gone home. All right, so here comes the Sarge. How we doing, Sarge?
Sergeant Petterly.
Yes, sir.
Just for the paramedics, what was sprayed? I'm not going to get into the specifics, just so they know what
No
it is.
worries.
Do you mind? Can I take
Absolutely,
a look?
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to snap a picture of this so I can
Sure.
let them
It's just
know what
OC.
it is.
There's no mace or
Yep.
anything in it. And is it Petterly?
Petterly, correct.
Petterly.
Yep. Petterly,
I just like to pronounce
309.
people's
Yep,
names
you're
correctly.
fine.
309. And ma'am Johnson, 107? Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
I'm going to show this to him really quick. I'll be
Yes,
right
sir.
back with you, all right?
Yes, sir.
Either of you injured from any of this?
No, I'm not injured.
Okay,
No.
were there any physical contact between the car and either of you?
She was. I don't remember when I leaned over and went like that if my hand touched her or not, but that would have been it.
Okay, but not like struck in the knees or anything
No,
like
I
that?
didn't get hit in the knees. No.
Okay, I'll be back to talk to you guys in just a minute.
Yes, sir. So the officer that spoke to the witness is coming back to advise the Sarge of what she found out.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
So obviously I gotta take a report.
Yes, sure. of
So
course.
I have to kind of get your statement of what happened.
Okay.
So I'd
Absolutely.
rather than not in my face, so I can actually talk to you, but you can have it running. I would
yeah, I'm not
appreciate
going
that.
to put
Can
it
you
in front
just?
of me. We can look right
Okay.
at each other.
Sounds good. What's your name?
My first name is
Do you have
Jason.
ID?
I do. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
that would be fantastic.
Where is it? I'm just a little shaky because I
No.
almost just got hit by a car.
No,
so-
I hear you. I hear you.
There you are.
Okay. What brings you to Ann Arbor?
We're just taking some video. This is my son and my wife.
Yeah, that's what the
And
witness
this
was
is the
saying.
first time I've ever been in Ann Arbor, and we just stopped by the post office. We have to get some stamps. My son's mailing some things out.
Gotcha.
And we were out here taking some pictures of the front of the post office, the sign. I don't know how much narrative you want me to give you, if you want me to just answer
Now,
specific
let me just
questions.
grab this
Sure.
info.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your, do you have a local address or just this permanent one?
That's it. That's my permanent address.
Okay.
That's my current address. I'm traveling.
So it's 314, or is that 514?
514, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so you're out here. What time did you guys get here?
You know what? I can tell you how long ago it was. I can't tell you what time it was. We've been here for 59 minutes now. So I would estimate I was probably here for about 10 or 15 minutes.
So you're just videotaping the front for...
We had never even gone in yet. I was out here in the parking lot.
Okay.
I was all the way at this edge by where your sergeant's vehicle is.
Okay. And then what happened?
She actually came out
Of the post office?
of the post office. She was speaking to somebody in another car, like didn't get out of her car. She just put there in a window. The other person put down their window. She left the parking lot this way, out of the exit, went down the street, turned around and came back into the parking lot and came pulling up to me and said, I want to know what you're taking video for. I don't authorize you. I mean, I'm ad-libbing here. It might not be the exact words.
You know, tell me slowly because I got to write it off.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I
don't
want
want
to
you.
know-
She was basically, the gist of it was, I don't want you taking my pic. You need permission to take pictures of people. You're on federal property. It's illegal for you to be taking photographs. And I just told her I was doing my thing and wanted to be left alone. So she puts her car in reverse, started backing up and kind of like backed the rear end of her car up towards the building. Then put it in drive, hit the gas, and came right at me. I didn't.
So you're like...
I'm like here where your sergeant's
Okay.
car is, somewhere in this area.
So she reverses into those other
She
parking
reversed
spots.
like that way,
Okay.
and then came right at me. Just hit the gas. It came right at me. I mean, for lack of a better word, I shit my pants. I didn't even know what was going on. I thought she was going to run me over. I mean, she was literally inches away from me. I was absolutely in shock. I never saw that coming.
Then what happened?
Then she just kept inching towards me, so I moved to the side of the car. And she got out of the car, went to get out of the car, went back into the car, went under the seat for something. I don't know what she was looking for or what she was doing. My son now, after the fact, said he thinks she may have dropped her cell phone, but I couldn't see that from my angle, so I didn't know what she was doing.
So you didn't know if she was getting a weapon or anything?
I had no idea. The thought crossed my mind,
Okay.
and she got out of the car and started coming towards me. I said, ma'am, please stop approaching me, back away from me. And I'm trying to back up with this camera in my hand, and she got about as close as you are to me. So I took my pepper spray out and sprayed her. I didn't know what she was going to do.
Did you back up?
Oh,
Is
I
that what
was
you said?
backing up while I
So
was
were you
yeah.
in the grassy median area?
I'd love to tell you, but the adrenaline flowing through my
Well,
mind.
you
I
probably
really
have it
don't-
all on video, right?
Oh, it's on my son's video is actually better because he was videoing
Okay.
me while we have some.
You guys can get us a copy?
Absolutely.
And do you
Sure.
want to do anything about it?
I would like to press charges against her for
Okay.
trying to hit me with the car. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And you know what I even told her? I'm going to tell you the full honest truth. I said to her, you made a mistake today. Get in your car and go home, lick your wounds.
Was this before?
Afterwards.
Oh.
I said, get in your car and go home, lick your wounds. I said, I'm not going to call the police and have you arrested here today. Just go home and think about what you did and don't do stupid things like that. And she said, I'm calling 911. Whatever. I said, well, if you call 911, I can promise you that you're going to leave me no choice than to file charges against you.
Okay.
So,
fair enough.
That's the
Okay.
deal. Yeah.
Did you witness it all? No, not at all.
She was walking down the road, and I texted her to come back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
This is my wife, and it's my son.
Okay. What's
I'm still shaking.
I hear you.
I thought I was going to get
Do you
hit.
want an ambulance?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. Sip of water got me straight.
Okay.
I'm 52 years old. I've never been in a situation like that before. I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but being that she's a female, I just didn't see that level of aggression coming from her.
Right.
I guess I got to know better.
Okay,
forward.
so just to confirm everything you told me, so you're out here where my sergeant's car is. You're just filming in the front of the post office.
Right.
Your son has to go run in an errand.
Wasn't even filming
She
her.
was coming out of the post office.
Right.
And then she obviously was talking to somebody, left the
She
parking
pulled-
lot,
yeah, yep.
flew down this way.
I don't
came-
know about flu. She went out
Yeah.
this way and then came back in. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want to exaggerate
Yeah.
it to you.
So she
I
came
didn't
back.
even, I didn't even see her do that until she pulled back in.
And did
and
you
then I
know
said,
it was
"Oh."
her right away?
I said to my son, I think that's that same car with that woman that was just here.
Okay.
So it was
then
kinda
she,
strange.
And then so she comes out of her car and that's when
Yelling.
she's yelling at you,
Screaming
wanting
at
to
us.
know why you're videotaping her. You have
Demanding.
no rights.
And I said to her, do you think I have to answer your question? She
Yeah.
said, you absolutely. So then I started walking away. And as I'm walking away, that's when she kind of steered her car back on an S to line it up, aimed at me, and then just put it into drive.
So
and came
does she
straight
do
at me.
like just a reverse or does she do a several point turn?
She did a reverse and kind of like S turn so she could get her car aimed
Taking right
directly
at
at
you.
me. Right.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And at that point, I like almost froze for a second. I couldn't even believe what was going on. And I think, I'm not 100% positive, I think I might have touched the hood of her car when she pulled up to me. I
Okay.
can't remember if I
I'll
did
go
or not.
look.
I remember going like that, and I don't remember if my hand
Okay.
actually touched it or not.
Okay. All right. Give me a second.
Okay.
Are you good for a second? I'm going to go. Corey, are you good for a second? Yeah. Okay. You good? I'm going to give you a business card with my email address on it.
Okay.
If you could get me the video as soon as possible, that would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Are you going to come back for court if it goes to it?
Am I going to come back for court?
Yeah, if it comes to it. If you want to press charges, that's
I
one
don't
thing
know
that
if
would
I
be.
will. I don't know where I'll be. I don't know how far away court is.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I'll hire an attorney and have an attorney show up in court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then obviously, did you see her doing anything else here, like when she went to the post office beforehand? Have any contact prior to her like coming up and yelling at you?
Any contact? No contact with her. Didn't see her.
Okay.
Anything. She just pulled right up. I think it was right when she got into the parking lot. She pulled
Okay.
right up to me and started yelling at me.
So obviously, I don't want to impede your guys' videoing. Would one of you be able to show me what you got on the camera while the other continues?
Yeah,
to
we were just
record or
talking about that.
something?
His is probably better because his shows her trying to hit me with her car.
Yeah, if that works for you, I'll record right
we'll
off my body camera, so we got a copy, so we don't have to worry about emails getting.
Sure.
Obviously, we want emailed like the quality footage, but something that. we
Right,
can-
right. No, and I'd be happy to get it to you. That's not a
Okay.
problem.
So she started yelling at me there. And then I turned around.
I set this here to kind of.
So that was that.
She said, I'm calling 911. I said, well, if you call the police and the police show up, then you're going to leave me no choice but to file charges against you.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Okay. Well, just my tidbit of advice in the future: if you do pepper spray somebody, it's always best to call and
I
explain.
did. Oh, I called.
But you told her you weren't going to call. Were you just saying that to her, but you were still calling for yourself?
Well, I was, because if we had a mutual, if she had said to me, you know what, I did make a mistake, I'm sorry, and I would have said, well, I'm sorry, I had a bit.
Okay.
Then it's a mutual thing. Why waste your resources? Why do all that?
Okay.
So if we were able to handle it on our
Yeah.
own, like grown adults, that's what I was looking
Okay.
for. If
Yeah.
she wanted to call the police, that's up to her.
Okay.
But then once the police are involved, now I have to tell
Yep.
you the whole story of what happened, and I have to file a report, and I
Yeah.
have to press charges, is what I'm interested
Yeah.
in.
So my
doing.
advice is, if you spray somebody, at least call and tell us, like, hey, this is what happened. She doesn't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. Just telling you.
Okay.
Because then if she calls later and be like,
I got
then
you.
we've
You're
only
right.
got one side of the story.
Yes, sir.
And if we only get one side of the
That's
story,
not
it's
good
going to
for
be a
me.
very lopsided thing.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of stuff can happen that shouldn't. So.
Well, I learned something here today for sure.
All right, Officer Singer, I'm sure I'll give you the touch-up on to do with the card, but
I'll give you the case report number.
Okay.
I also gave you the email address for her to email the video so we can get an official copy.
Okay.
If you can't do it that way, if you could make a disc and then turn it over to the front desk of the police department.
Yeah, no, I'll get it to you one way or the other.
Okay.
For sure.
And then the case report number's on there with the DP
Okay.
circle, the number circled there.
Okay.
So.
And now, how does it progress with her? Does she get charged, or what's the situation with
Right now, we have to obtain her statement and see if we have surveillance video. And obviously, my partner saw it. I didn't see it.
her? Well, so from what you saw, what's the...
So for assault cases like this, on the phone number in the bottom left corner, there's a phone number of our detective bureau.
Okay.
Give them a call this week. With the holiday, they are in Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
Maybe like Wednesday. That way they've got some time to actually get the report up there and take a look at it. Give them a call. Let them know, like, hey, I'm the victim from this case. I want to pursue the case.
Well, I would actually, I mean, if that's the case, at this point, what I'd like to do then is do a private person's arrest, and I want her charged. She tried to hit me with her car.
Okay.
That's not, you know, that's, if she had just yelled at me, if she had pushed me, I'm a big boy, I can handle that. She tried to run me over with her car, and you watched it on the video.
Well, we're going to follow through on our side, and it's going to go to the prosecutor for review. The prosecutor finally makes the determination on charges.
But I'm just saying, I would like to file a private person's arrest complaint.
Okay.
I definitely want to follow through with that here while I'm here. I don't live here.
Yeah.
So when the officer was asking me if I'm going to be able to show up in court, if I can't go to court, I'll hire an attorney to show up in court.
Okay.
But she needs to learn that she can't just try to run people over with her car.
Contacting our detective bureau to follow up with them, and they'll be able to tell you what occurred in terms of court dates, things like that.
Yeah, but that's not me filing a complaint. I want to file
You're
citizen's
filing,
arrest.
You're filing a complaint with us. We're
But
generating the crime report.
Okay. But is that a citizen's arrest?
No, a citizen's arrest would be you physically taking custody of somebody.
No, that's not what that is. Citizen's arrest is I tell you I want her arrested, so you arrest her on my word that I'm telling you I want her arrested. And you're not the one arresting her, I am, and you're just going through the motions and doing it because you're the police officer.
We're generating a criminal report to file to the prosecutor's office for review by the prosecutor to determine charges and then issue a warrant for her to be sent into court on.
Okay.
So,
but I don't see myself swearing out a complaint against her.
That's not the Michigan
Do you have
operation.
that's what I was going to ask you. In
so
Michigan,
in South Dakota, do you, as the victim, you swear out the warrant?
You can do a private person's or PPA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Michigan, typically the police generate the report and the police swear to the warrant.
So you don't do a
themselves.
private person's arrest here in Michigan.
Very rarely. There is a statute regarding private arrests.
Well, that's what I'd like to do.
In all my time as a police officer, I've never seen it used. The prosecutor here doesn't endorse or anything like that. But we are generating a report to send to the prosecutor to swear out.
Because I'm not trying to make something more serious than it is, but she tried to run me over with her car.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a felony. That's serious.
So we're writing up, it's a felonious assault with a dangerous weapon. It's the statute in Michigan. That's being written up.
Okay.
Getting sent to our detectives, who will be the ones to follow up. But that's what I'm trying to get to. The detectives
No,
are
I appreciate it. And I'm just trying to understand because I'm not from Michigan.
Yeah. Touch base with the detectives. They'll be able to tell you where it's at, what the next steps are, if you need to appear in person, what the prosecutor, the prosecutor can work with you if you don't want to appear in person, if they want to offer something to a lower charge just to get it pled out and taken care of. But the detectives are the next point of contact.
I got you. Okay. And I appreciate you explaining that to me because I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Very cool.
Any questions?
No.
Any questions?
Sorry it had to happen, Well,
hey, unfortunately, every day can't be great.
You know how I try to look at things, and I always try to
so.
teach my son. I always try to get myself, even at 52 years old, I try to learn something from all these things. And what my hopes are, seeing the level of aggression that she exhibited and trying to run me over with her car, I'm hoping I may have saved her from something more serious one day.
Yeah.
And maybe we all learn
like you said, a
lesson
learning
from
point
it.
all around.
Yes, sir.
So.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
That card, case number, follow up with the detectives for next steps on your side, what they might need from you. And obviously, if we can get a copy of the video.
All right, Sarge.
Otherwise, we should be all set.
You got it.
You all have a
So
great
do I
day.
wait to follow up with the detectives to send the video in, or should I just send it in?
You can send the video in as soon as you can. We'll get it attached, and then
Okay.
the detectives do the paperwork side with the court in terms of sending it to the prosecutor and all that, and scheduling subpoenas for court appearances if it's needed, things like that.
Okay,
All
very
right?
good. Appreciate
All right,
it.
y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day. We still have to get your stamps.
I know, yeah, we still gotta get started.
What, are they about to close?
I don't know what time is it. 4:28 before the time.
All right, cool. I don't know. All right, well, you want to go get your stamps?
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah. The original purpose of being here, right? Thank you. Yeah, you want to take a look at it first? So, police are still outside with the lady. She's in the back of the ambulance, having trouble breathing. Pretty cool post office. It's nice. And this post office building was dedicated into public service in 1990. George Bush President Anthony M. Frank, Postmaster General. He's probably a smart guy.
Hi, how can I
Hello.
help you?
Can I have 4 stamps, please, ma'am?
4 books or
Oh, just 4 individual stamps, please.
your stamps.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope the world's treating you okay today?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
232.
Yes, ma'am.
4 stamps.
And can I get a printed receipt, please?
Yep, it's printing up now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And now I'm having a real bill today. He forgot his money. I had it back.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, ma'am. I
Have a
really
great
appreciate
day.
you. Thank you so much.
So anyway, he said that.
All right, so let's take a quick look at the rest of the, before they close in 15 minutes here. Closing at 4:30. They do not close at 4:30. They close at 5. Nice try. Closing early today because of the unsolicited festivities we just had to deal with. But I'm not going to be chased out of anywhere. Only way I leave under orders is in handcuffs. After you, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. Well, I got my stamps, got my receipt, and very interesting times here at the post office, folks. As you all know who watch my channel, not the way I would like it to go. I would have much rather had a healthy conversation with the lady that we wound up having a pepper spray, and have her understand what her rights are, what our rights are, and have that conversation. But that wasn't in the cards here today, and it's a shame. But it goes the way it goes. You have to remember that when you're out in public, other people have the right to be out in public and do as they do. If they're not making a victim out of you, if they're not assaulting you, if they're not bothering you, harassing you, leave people alone, because otherwise you're doing that to them. And you saw what happened here today. Not always a good choice. Make better choices. That's the takeaway from today, I would say. And I'm going to go home and analyze this video and see if there's anything else I could have done better. I really don't know. You know, adrenaline's an amazing thing. There was a moment there that I don't even remember. It was like everything happened so fast, I couldn't even tell the police officer where my foot was, where my hand was. It all happened so fast. I didn't see it coming. I wasn't expecting it. But make better decisions. Let's all try to do that. And let's all try to be nice to each other. Let's try to give each other respect and respect each other's right to be out in public doing as we do, and not create these kinds of situations. It's silly and no one really benefits from it at all. But that's it. So never like to leave you guys without reminding you that if you enjoy our videos, you like what we do and you want to support what we do, best way you could do that, hands down, is to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that stuff gets our videos out to more and more people so that more people can watch them, enjoy them, and hopefully learn a little something. Like I said, I know me and the Watchmen are out here every day getting an education, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. So stay vigilant, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and take it all in. Education, information are everywhere. You just have to be receptive. I also invite you to do the same for watching the Watchman's channel. The kid's doing great work. He's putting in a lot of effort, standing up for your rights, standing up for my rights and his own. And he puts a lot of things in his videos, obviously his narration, maps, information, things you won't see here. So check him out if you're so inclined. I'll leave a link in the description. But that's it. So we're going to hop in the truck, head down the road, and probably get some food at this point. It's almost 5 o'clock, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. So for now, coming to you from the Ann Arbor Post Office in Ann Arbor, Michigan, watching the Watchmen, Amagansett Press. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Out.
Cause such a fucking commotion?
Excuse me?
Why did you cause such a fucking commotion?
Who are you?
I'm just a person.
You're
What
just
are
a
you doing?
person? I don't know. What do you
They
want out of
closed
me?
the fucking post office because of you assholes.
Oh yeah, is that what you were told?
Yeah,
Yeah, did you witness that for yourself?
yeah.
You did? Well, have a good day there, buddy.
You gone.
Yeah, rock on. Adios, don't hit the curb. Turn left.